Aspen Wolfie here, and so I'm not going to do my last two characters' backstories, because I don't know if I've ever mentioned them before. I'm pretty sure I have, but I have two more characters, Ajax and Aubrey, and I know I was doing the whole like 4-part series of character like backgrounds and stuff, but them I'm not going to do. Just because, like, I really don't use those characters very much, you know, like, I have a suit of Aspen, so of course I use Aspen all the time. I'm getting a suit in the distant future of Azrael, so I use him, you know, but like, Aubrey and Ajax are just kind of like characters that I'm like, oh yeah, I really like, but you know, there's some nice Sonas, but I'm never really going to get a suit of them. I'm never really going to like put them anywhere. So I was like, okay, so I'm not going to tell their backstories, plus like my other character backstory videos. I don't know if you guys liked them or not, so yay. But if you want me to tell you their backstories, then I will. Just comment below. Or tell me on Discord if you are on my Discord, and I'll tell the backstories. Okay, but right now I'm going to tell you a creepy story, and if this video isn't too long, I'm going to tell you two creepy stories. I can't put down that finger very well. So yay. Okay, so I was watching like creepy sleepover videos on YouTube, and it reminded me of a really creepy sleepover I've had before, and I thought I would tell that story because it might be interesting to some of you. So, it was a couple of years ago. It was a while ago. I can't remember who was staying over, but I know, like, I was there. They were actually staying at my house, so of course I was there. My sister was actually hanging out with us, and I think it was Pistachio, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Pistachio, and we were camping in my backyard. And like I've stated before, I live in the middle of absolute freaking nowhere. So, of course, there are woods on all sides of us. You know, we're not in an urban area. And there are weird little creatures that come out at night. And so we were camping in my backyard. And, we did have a tent, but our tent was very, very small, so we actually didn't have enough room for all three of us in the tent, and none of us were gonna go inside. We were like, we are staying out here. Ugh. So, of course, I said, hey, I'll sleep on the hammock outside. Ugh. Yeah, you know where this is going. So, of course, they're like, great. So I pulled the hammock to my back, back to our tent. By the way, my backyard is huge. You know, it's not like a small little backyard like you would find in like an urban neighborhood, like those backyards or something. No, my backyard is huge. And right now, it is fenced in. But back then it wasn't fenced in back then. So pretty much I was sleeping on a hammock close to the woods with nothing separating me from anything that wants to come out of those woods. I'm an idiot. Yep, I am. So, of course, I'm sleeping on a hammock already, like I'm freezing, because I did have a blanket, but it was still cold, and I didn't have anything around me to keep really anything in, and like the hammock, you know, hammocks are generally very drafty. So, of course, I was just like, ugh. I'm freezing. So, of course, I think my camera is about to die. It's fine. But yeah. But I eventually get to sleep. And in the middle of the night, I have no clue what time it was because back then I didn't have a phone or anything, so it's not like I could just whip out my phone and be like, oh, it's like 3 in the morning. No, I didn't, so I didn't know what time it was. All I knew it was pitch black outside. And I got woken up by something walking around. And I froze. Like, I was on the hammock like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, granted, a hammock probably wouldn't help me any better in this situation, but it's a little better than a hammock. So, of course, I'm like looking all around. It's pitch black. We did have lights outside, but they aren't very good. And, hold on. So, of course, I still couldn't see very well. And I'm just looking around, trying to find, like, anything. Like, is it moving over here? Is it over here? You know, because, like, I could hear it, but, like, you know, what if, like, it was echoing, right? So I was like, oh my god, where is this thing? I still don't know what it was moving around because we have coyotes. I could actually tell you a story of when me and my mom got surrounded by a pack of coyotes and we had to like get baseball bats and stuff and like 2x4s just so that we knew we were okay. But I didn't know what it was. You know, we also have deer, we have raccoon, we have possums, we have skunks. So it's like, I don't know what was out there, you know. Anything could have been out there. I couldn't see it. I was just on this hammock. Heck, we've even had people like walking on our property before. I could go on and on with stories of how many freaking like things have happened to me with animals and people coming on my property. So it's like, yeah. But, and of course, you know, I couldn't move. Like, what if it was looking for movement? What if it was, like, stalking around for movement? Like, oh, nothing's moving, nothing's moving. Oh, movement! Like, right? You know, what if it was looking for movement, and then all of a sudden I move, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. Or, like, what if it didn't know I was there, you know? Like, because what if it thought, oh, like a freaking hammock or whatever, you know? It's fine. But then all of a sudden, like, I'm moving and the hammock is rattling and stuff, and it's like, oh my god, there's a person, you know? So I didn't want to move, so I'm just sitting there, like, knees, like, pulled up, like, curled in the fetal position, just like, oh, don't freaking kill me, please! And eventually, like, after, like, 10 minutes, it just goes away. Still have no clue what it was. Scared the living daylights out of me. And I was an idiot and stayed on the hammock the rest of the night. You know, I was just like, okay, good night. Which probably, you know, could have been a good decision because what if it was still kind of prowling around? I just didn't know. So, yay. So, yeah, but it creeped me out. So yeah, that was just kind of a story of like a really creepy thing that happened to me when I was technically not at a sleepover but having a sleepover. Yay. And to go along with this, I'll tell you another creepy story. It's not really creepy, it's an animal run-in. A story of at a sleepover. So again, I was having a sleepover, and Pistachio was like the only one over, because back when all these things happened, she was really my only friend. So, you know, yay. So she was over again, and earlier that day, I found a turtle, and I released it in the creek that runs through my backyard. And idiot us, at like midnight, 1 in the morning, we're like, hey, why don't we go and see if the turtle is still there? So, Excuse me. So we go out. Idiot us does not close the gate. Cause by now we did have like a fence, but like right when you walk out my back door, there's like the exit to the fence, like there's the gate. It was open. We didn't close it. We just kind of walked past it. We were like, it's fine. Yeah. And the light on our back porch did not work at this time, but we were like, it's fine. You know, we're going to be in the backyard. We're just going up to the creek and then we're going to go inside. Like, it's going to be fine. So, we're like at the creek. We're looking around. By now, I think I had like an iPod or something. So that just kind of shows how old this is. I might have had, yeah, it was definitely an iPod. Could have been an iPhone 4 or something. And we're up there. And, all of a sudden, like, the light on our back porch works sometimes. It just has to get kind of the right trigger for it to work. And we're up there, we're looking all in the creek with our flashlight on my iPod or iPhone, I don't know. Can't remember. And all of a sudden that light turns on. So of course both of us like whip around as fast as we can, like, why is this light turning on? And there is a little freaking animal like standing in our backyard. And to me and to Pistachio, it looked like a warthog. Like, you know, baby warthogs? Okay, so you know little baby warthogs, if you don't, like, look it up. If I remember, I'll put a picture here. That's what it looked like. And again, us being idiots, I actually have no clue if we have warthogs around here or not, but it legit looked like a little baby warthog. Us being idiots chased it. We were like, let's go, let's go, let's go. So we chased after it, chased it out of the fence. So now there's nothing between us and the woods and maybe the mama warthog. Oh my god, how are we not dead? And we chase it, and we don't know where it went, so we just start like looking around like freaking madmen, like, ooh, is it over here? Is it over here? Did it go up here? Yeah. Luckily, we decided to give up the chase before we went to the woods, because another story I have is us going to the woods in the middle of the night. Yay! Oh my god, how are we seriously not dead? But yeah, so there are two full stories, and what I just mentioned, us going to the woods, was, again, released something up into the creek or something. I can't remember. And, so, all night long, from like 1 in the morning to about 3 in the morning, we kept going out there to the woods, by the way, because this part of the creek was in the woods. It was not outside the woods. It was not beside the woods. It was not in my backyard. It was in the woods. We went into the woods in the middle of the night from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. just kind of continuously all night. Luckily, we didn't run into anything because, like, we would have died if we did. But, yay. Yeah, we were kind of idiots. Don't take after me, kids, okay? Don't go into the woods at night, especially when you know there's dangerous animals up there, okay? Well, I guess that is all the stories I have, and plus my camera I think is gonna die in about 5 minutes. So, yay. Well, bye!